Hello, all. Welcome back to the channel. And if this is your first time to my channel, I hope I can earn your subscription today. Welcome back to Tim's LD Only European Tour. This is episode 4. I already kind of made a name for myself for my previous LD Only walkthrough on Global, and I want to do this series a little bit differently. So I'm trying to find ways to do that. Okay, come on. Let's get something good here. Oh my God. So one of the pain points of Summoner's Way is this mission right here, clear all Rift Beasts with rank A. And until you do that, you can't get to the mission for Summon Homunculus. And summoning Homunculus can be really helpful for TOA hard, and it can also be helpful for clearing all Rift Beasts with rank S, and also potentially an R5. So I really wanted to think of a way, how can I clear all with rank A with minimum number of monsters? That was kind of my challenge to myself today. So you can see that I have actually cleared all of the Rift Beasts with at least rank A. And I'll show you the team that I did that with. I wanted to get this to work with just 6 monsters, use all 6 in all of the Rift Beasts. I don't know if that's possible with the gear I currently have. So this is the team I'm trying it with. We've got Vero as the lead, and then Amon, Darian, and the Dark Vampire Lord. All free to play monsters. You can fuse Vero very early on. These two are secret dungeons, and then the Dark Vampire Lord is through Ancient Coins, and I think he's the best one to get from Ancient Coins first. And then the Light Griffin, and of course Crow, and they're all of them that can be 2/8 or 2/8. 4 of them in the front row. They're all just there to take hits. So, and I've got 1 or 2 shield sets on, so it helps absorb some hits. Now, this is not meant to get triple S rank. This is simply getting A rank or higher. And the way you focus on that is to try to quickly kill the beast and get to the groggy state. And then you hope that Crow has his S3 available where he can put the brand on. And then your goal to get rank A for any Rift Beast is 1.6 million damage. If you can do that, you get rank A. It doesn't matter if you kill the beast or not. So that's what we're going for. And the trickiest one is the Fire Beast, because very early on, you don't have good AoE damage. So you're kind of left with Vero, Gorgo, and if you're lucky enough, you summon the Dark Mystic Witch. But you can see, even here, this was a little bit iffy. Our HP got really low. But there we got the brand on. Now we have an attack buff up. Hopefully, yeah, see, we're already at 1.7 million. So, and I do think this team will work for all but probably one Rift Beast. It just might take a little bit of RNG for you to get to that 1.6 million, but you only have to do it once. And so now we're up to, actually, I'm going to have a new record here. So we'll see. My previous record was 1.9 something. Let's see if we can break 2 million. And you can see I'm just absorbing hits, and I'm using Darian's passive to reduce the damage taken from the minions. But we're probably going to lose somebody here pretty quickly. So Amon is on Violent. So if he gets even one Violent proc, you can survive much longer because of his heal. But we didn't get that this time, but we still hit 2 million. Okay, and then we got wiped. Fire Beast is down. We're going to save the Ice Beast for last because that's the one where we're probably going to have to use different monsters. Dark Beast, you're definitely going to want to use a lot of multi-hitters when you're actually going for triple S. So we quickly hit the groggy state. That was a piece of cake. Now we got an attack buff up. Can we get Crow to put in his Scar before we're out of the... There we go. See, we're over 2 million damage now. So clearly, the long-term strategy for Dark Beast is to use a lot of multi-hitters. Otherwise, you're not going to you're not going to get rid of the chain. But that's not our goal here. We wanted to get 1.6. We got it. And we're quickly going to get a lot of chains on us here. And that's going to be the end of this. But we're just basically brute forcing this with Crow and Shaman. They're both doing good damage based on well, Crow is based on debuffs, and Shaman is based on enemy max HP. And Shaman also does a lot of good damage. Wow, we're actually almost there on killing the Rift Beast. That would be crazy because this team is not optimal for this Rift Beast. Oh, we almost made it. That would have been so funny. Okay, that's super close. So actually, we could potentially uh, cheese the Dark Rift Beast if we just made Shaman and Crow stronger. We could maybe get an S. That's crazy. All right, so 2.67 million. All right, so now we're going to do Light Beast. And you can see we already have a triple S rating. And oh, wow, that was even with the team not set up properly. So, although defense lead might not be bad, but we're going to try it with HP. And at the end here, we'll show you the gear that is on these because the gear on this is still, even though I have been doing some gear runs overnight while I'm sleeping. So most of what is on these monsters is still the beginning runes that the game gives you. So we don't have, and very basic artifacts. And now we're just looking for a defense break. Where's that defense break? There it is. Now can we get Crow? There's a Scar, 2.3 million. There we go. And this might end up being a regular team for me for the light Rift Beast because you want monsters that do really big damage and they do single hits. And the only monsters here doing multiple hits is the Dark Vampire Lord and Darien, and it's only 2 and 3 hits. So, and you will need to farm the Light Beast for some pieces for the Dark Homunculus, or if you're going to make the Light Homunculus, you're going to need to farm it a lot more. So having a triple S team with a really basic team, it's going to be really good. Key about this team with this front row is if you can get Amon to Violent Proc. Yeah, I mean, I think this team is probably a pretty consistent triple S team. So there you go. There's your first triple S LD team. Yeah, 3.7 million. Up next is the Wind Beast, which we had double S on, and I didn't even have this set up properly. So we're going to put Vero as the leader. And there we go. We'll see how this does on the Wind Beast. So on the Wind Beast, um, the trick on the Wind Beast is to heal as much as possible. And so we've got Vero that will do heals when he takes debuffs off. We have Amon who does a heal every hit as long as he crits, and I've got him at 100% crit rate. And then the Vampire is um, supplying healing through the Vampire effect. And then Shaman does healing when he uses his skill 1. So it's pretty easy to heal. So that we should actually do pretty well here. Now we're just waiting for Crow's big hit. Oh, he didn't use Scar. Okay, so okay, yeah. So this is going to probably be a lower score. Crow did not have Scar when he went into this, so he's not going to do a lot of damage outside of Groggy State. So now we're depending on Shaman to do the damage to see if we can actually get to the end where we kill the beast. And this is where Amon being on violent can be really, really helpful. Is if he pulls off 2 or 3 violent procs, then your whole team gets rid of the electricity effect. But if he doesn't do that, and he didn't do it this time, then your team will wipe before you get to triple S. So, okay. But we accomplished our goal of 1.6 million. And now we'll show you the final Rift Beast, the ice one. And this is the one that we are probably going to need. We're going to try it because we're trying new things here. And then we're going to try our standard team and see if this will do it. But I don't think it will. And we'll talk about that in just a second because we think everybody's going to get frozen. Because the water Rift Beast, it's really important to have your team really fast and have a lot of healing and have a speed buff. And we don't have any of that on this current team. So we're probably not going to make it. We're probably going to get into the freeze lock cycle, and that'll be the end of it. Because if we can get to groggy state, we might have a shot of getting 1.6 million without even having the proper team here. Okay, so we got to the groggy state. Now, does Crow have his? He just used team up, and Darian did not use his defense break. Okay, Scar, there we go. Probably not enough. 1.1 million coming out of the groggy state is not very good. What happens when you're not cycling your attack bars enough or getting enough healing or a speed buff in? You just get into these freeze lock cycles where you can't do damage. The monster just keeps freezing you. So here we go. We're going to take big damage here. Yeah, we lost him on. Although honestly, if we could just increase the damage output of this team, you probably could get 1.6 million with this team. It's going to take a little bit longer. And I think we'll have to check. I think we're on day 8 or day 9. Okay, so that didn't work as kind of expected. I kind of had a feeling that it wouldn't work. So what you do now is you need to still have some healing, but you need to include a speed buff and attack bar boost. So we're going to take those two out. We're going to put Bella in, and then we're going to put a 2A Ashir in. So Bella is going to provide us with healing and attack bar boost, and Ashir is going to provide us with healing, attack bar boost, and a speed buff. And by changing those two monsters, we should now hopefully avoid the freeze long enough that we can do good damage. But you can see now that most of the team, now all of the team has, everybody but Crow had the freeze bar off. So we lost Crow for this round. But he'll at least get to do some damage here. Okay, so we're almost to the groggy state. Here come the thorns, and the thorns in the first stage are not threatening. Okay, so we're in the groggy state. Can we get a defense break? And there we got the scar. So we're up to 1 million damage. 1.5. There we go, 1.6. So should be fairly easy with this team to hit 1.6 million. Really doesn't really matter what your runes are, as long as your Ashir and Bella are decently fast, so that they're taking more turns than the rest of your team. It doesn't matter. We accomplished our goal of A. So for the Rift Beast, we used 6 monsters. And then on this one, we had to add 2 more monsters into it, and we got A on everything. And depending on where you're at on your gear, because like if you're on a really old LD account that didn't get the benefit of those brand new runes that the game just throws at you when you first start now, you might need to work on your runes a little bit to be able to do this. But the gear quality is not high, and we're going to show you that really quick. Okay, so we got A plus, not bad. So Vero has been re-runed. He's a little bit better. He's on double fight shield now. So you can see plus 16k HP. He's 164 speed. He's got better defense. Crit rate's 96. Accuracy is 55, which is plenty accuracy for any of the dungeons that he's used in. So he's on. So I picked up this rune. This is my first quad speed roll on this account. 27, which is awesome. Once I get a grind for that, it's going to be over 30. So that's pretty awesome. Really like this. It's a fight rune. And defense is really good for Vero in the front row. So he should be on speed, crit rate, or crit damage, HP, or defense. But because I have this, I've got him on defense, crit rate, HP. But that was a really, and that was just a rune from a gift box, which was awesome. And then he's got attack and HP on his artifacts, and then an HP percent on his relic. So you can see he's not, I mean, that's not great stats. In fact, it's pretty poor. So here's the Vampire Lord who really needs much better runes. So he's on double fight will, because I'm kind of getting him ready for R5. But he's on speed, crit rate, accuracy, which is, he should probably be on speed, crit damage, HP, or defense, since he's in the front row a lot in R5 as well. But you can see nothing has grinds. I have not started R1 through R5 yet. So he'll be in a lot better shape once, because he actually has some decent subs. 24% attack there. HP and defense are decent there, and we can gem out some stats. So he might actually end up being okay on these runes later. But that's Aragar. I mean, plus 74k, plus 7k HP, and plus 300 defense, which is terrible for a front row character. His speed could be better. His accuracy is fine. Um, but I'm trying to get a little damage out of him too. So that's how Aragar's built. Again, not a good build. Here's Amon, which is honestly, he's one of my favorite LDs of all time. I just love Amon. I think he's so cool. So plus 21k HP, plus 364 defense. That should be higher. Speed should be a little higher. But he's 100% crit. You have to have 100% crit rate on Amon because he won't heal if he doesn't crit. And then more accuracy would be good, but it's not really that critical right now. So he's on Violent Blade. Eventually, Violent Revenge would probably be pretty good on him. Or you could even go Violent Will for R5. The two set doesn't matter too much on him. Then, of course, he's on 2 HP artifacts and then an HP relic. And then here's Darian, and this will round out the front row. So, Energy Shield Will, and Will isn't really needed on him right now, especially for this, for Rift Beasts. But he's on speed, HP, HP, so I'm not going for any damage with him. We're just trying to add 28k HP, 500 defense. Defense should be higher. That's kind of the minimum. I'd like to see his speed a bit higher, and I'd like to see his resistance and accuracy higher. Although the accuracy is probably good enough for almost all dungeons and PvE content, I just want it higher for if I use him in PvP. Then I'd like to see his accuracy higher. But so that's Darian. So that's the front row. And then here's Shaman, um, plus 13k HP, plus a little bit of defense. The speed is okay. It could be better. Crit rate, crit damage are decent. He doesn't need accuracy. So blade, shield, fight, and it's just to help. Shield runes are there to help the team survive. Fight runes are to help Crow hit harder, and and then the blade is just to get his rate up, because right now you can see I probably don't have much crit rate at all. In like, okay, that one's 18% crit rate. That rolled nicely, and there's 16, and those are blue runes. So again, terrible runes, but you don't need a ton for this mission. And then where's Crow? So Crow is very squishy. He still dies in Giant sometimes. Crow needs like plus 10, plus 12, plus 14k HP. He's way too low. Attack's not bad. Speed is awful, but he doesn't need it that much. Crit rate, crit damage are pretty decent. More accuracy would be better, but it does pretty good in Rift Beasts and R5. You don't need a lot of accuracy in those two areas, so it doesn't hurt him too much in these areas. So he's on attack, crit damage, attack. You can see nothing is grinded, and he's on HP, attack, and HP. Just try to get him more. Once I get more grinds on him to get his HP higher, then we can start switching to attack on artifacts and maybe even an attack relic. So the two replacement monsters for the water beast is one is a sheer swift focus, and you can see plus 22k HP, plus 500 defense, a lot of speed, some crit rate, crit damage. Try to get him to do a little bit of damage. Accuracy's at 50, which is good enough for Rift Beasts. So he's on speed, crit rate, HP, and again, nothing is grinded. And then he's on HP and HP for artifacts, HP for relic. That's how he's. And once we get some grinds on him, he's going to be good. And then the other replacement monster is Bella, plus 15k HP, a lot of defense. Speed is decent. Accuracy is great for. It's all that's needed for PVE. Resistance would be better. Could be better. Speed, HP, defense, and then nothing is grinded again. So, and then gray relics, 1 HP, 1 defense, 1 HP relic. And that's Bella. I know I went through those kind of quick, but you can always go back and stop and pause the video to look at the relics and the gear. So that's it. 8 monsters, really 6 monsters for 4 of the rifts, and you're good to go. And all of those are monsters that you're probably going to build fairly early anyway for your dungeon teams. So you don't have to build a lot to get your A rank on your Rift Beast. So hope you guys found this helpful. And we are going to do one last thing. I do not have Zinc yet. I'd really like to see if I can get him for Steel Fortress. I would love to have that. So a little bit of progress. We did pull off Punisher's Crypt. In fact, we have a really solid Punisher's Crypt Abyss hard team. We'll show that in the next video or one of the next videos. So we cleared Steel Fortress B10. It's not really stable yet. I really wish I had Zinc. Maybe we can make that happen. And then we got all of the Rift Beasts Mysticals, the surprise shop, and we got our free daily mystical. We already picked up our light and dark pieces, and we've already picked up some of the light and dark scrolls. So we had some stuff to summon tonight. Yeah, let's pick this one up. So we really want Zinc. Let's see if we can get a dark. We're going to get the dark scroll and see if that gets us Zinc. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We have one 12-year legendary scroll, 36 12-year scrolls, dark scroll, a transcendent scroll, and then we've got 5 light darks plus some mystics. Let's see if we can't get one more mystic somewhere. Let's go into arena. Shop. Do we have enough point? Yeah, we've got enough points to get one mystic. Okay, and so the mysticals, we just want to see if we can get a nat 5. All right, so 40 mysticals. Let's see what we can get. We got lightning. That's good. Always nice to start off with lightning. Boomerang warrior. Amusha. Okay. More lightning. Assassin skill up. That's good. We also could use some water werewolves because we're trying to build skill ups for the Dark Vampire Lord. Hey, I can't. That's a nice lightning. I can't complain about that. Three lightnings and 10. Okay, so no nat 5. Boo-hoo. And we got 10 fire. Yeah, we got lightning. Could we get a Duke Chiwu? No. Let's do our Transcendence and see what we get. It looks new. Quillen Slasher. Okay. Not familiar with him. That must be. I did take a break before this 12-year event, so let's do the 12-year legendary first. This does have a chance for light and dark. So can we get? Uh, nope. We'll take the Onimusha because if we get one of the light dark ones, then that's a skill up. Okay, we'll save the dark one for last. We're gonna see if we can get zinc off that if we don't get them from here. So let's see what we get out of 36 12-year scrolls. Can we get a couple? Ooh, lightning. Is it light dark? No, Malacca. Malacca. Dark Elemental, he's kind of worthless. Okay. Dark Viking, that's a secret dungeon. That doesn't help us any. Lightning? Could we get a... Is that zinc? No, it's not. Um, 3 lightnings, but none of them light dark. Okay, come on. Let's get something good here. Oh. Oh my god. I have wanted Leia for so long. She's amazing. Okay, you have no idea. This is oh my god. Wow. Okay, so back in the day I had an LD only account on the Japan server. I never got an LD5, and I was pushing that account every single day to get as many. I had well over 1,000 LD summons, never got an LD5. In my very last summon session before I quit that account, I saved up like 200 or 250 LD scrolls and no LD5. And I finally got Leia, but I was so upset at that account, I just couldn't play it. I got her, but I couldn't play it. We are so doing a special video on her. That's amazing. Oh my god, I can't believe I got her. I've been waiting 6 years to get her. That's nuts. Oh, I'm so excited. Where is she? Oh, okay. We are locking her immediately. Where'd she go? We are building her immediately, and we're going to do a spotlight on her. That's awesome. Okay, and we still have more to go, actually. So we could get something else. We've got 10 more 12-year scrolls. Maybe we get another light and dark lightning. But, I mean, oh, we got Joltan. Light mummy. Okay. Joltan's good to get. Okay, and we still have 5 light darks plus the dark scroll. Hey, we got zinc. That's awesome. Okay, this is by far the best summon session we've gotten on this account. I mean, when you get like, hey, we got Dark Bounty Hunter. He's really good. I was hoping to pull him. Light Harpu. She's actually not bad. Oh, the Secret Dungeon though. And Light Frankenstein, who's actually a pretty good unit. So we just got some really nice units. And let's see what we can get out of the 12-year darkness scroll. Come to us has been hyping these. Dark Mystic Witch, we already have her. That's a dupe. So that's exactly why you don't buy the 12-year darkness scrolls. Like you're gonna get a 3-star dupe. But oh my god, we got Leia. That's freaking incredible. Okay, all right. Hope you guys like this video. We got a lot more videos to get to now. Especially, we're going to see what we can do with the Fire Rift Beast now. We might be able to pound them with Leia. So, very cool. Okay, we'll catch you guys. Yeah, okay. Can't even talk right now. Until the next video, see ya.